gonna make a cupcake. Yes, we are. We're gonna make a cupcake. Yes. All right. I am so ready to start this class. If you're ready to start the class, give me thumbs up. Thumbs up. All right. So I would like for all of you to get your papers together, and what you're going to need for this is any paper that you have. If you have some newspapers, some aluminum foil, that will work. If you have some papers that you painted, and you should have papers that you painted, that will work, and we're going to get started, okay? So what I want you to do is find a nice clean sheet of paper that you're going to do this on. So you need your scissors, you need your glue, you need a pencil, you need whatever markers you want to use in which to draw with or whatever. But we're going to be doing some tearing of paper, okay? And so we're going to start off first with some yellow. So if you have some yellow paper, and I've got a few sheets here. I have this one that I have, and I have a couple of more yellow pieces. I have this yellow piece here. I have this yellow piece here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of snip off on the bottom here. I'm going to snip off about that much. I'm going to put the rest to the side. You don't have to make a big cupcake, but if you want to make a big cupcake, you're more than welcome to, okay? And what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to kind of rip these up with my fingers. See this? See what I'm doing? Just ripping it up with my fingers. Because sometimes you don't always have scissors in which to cut your paper with. Sometimes all you have is your hands. So your hands are really good. They're just as good for collage as anything else. And I'm just doing little pieces of paper like this. Okay, so I have my little pile of paper here, and I'm just going to start building a cake. Now, what I'm going to do is, I have my pencil here, and I'm just going to make a little shape, and it's almost like a banana. I'm just going to do this shape. Look at me draw this. And so that's the shape I'm going to make right there. See? Okay, and then I'm going to put some glue in there right now. Okay, and then I'm just going to start putting down some paper. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You know me and Miss Vanessa is not about the perfect. I'm about what's fun, what feels good. So I'm just putting my papers in here. And then if you want, if the piece is not fitting in there like you want it to, just with your fingers, just cut it off just a little bit. And I'm still going to continue in here with the papers that I have. See a little piece right here. You might have to put some more glue on top, like this. I go right on top of that. And basically you fit that paper in there however it fits for you, okay? And I'm just, like I said, just sticking the papers in wherever I think they can go. If a piece is too long, I have some scissors here. I can cut off that little piece there if I wanted to. And I'm going to do that. Just going to cut it off a little bit right there. Okay, and I'm going to do the same on this end over here. There's some open places on here that I see. I'm going to put that in there like that. And what this is about texture. Texture is very, very important. Collage. Sometimes when everything is too smooth, it doesn't appeal to me. Now, some people like smooth. I like chunky mashed potatoes. Not everybody likes chunky mashed potatoes. And I'm just putting my little pieces in there and putting them wherever I think they will fit. And don't be afraid to put more glue on top. If you glue it down real good, it should stick and it shouldn't come up. But if it does, just take your fingers and press it down again, that's all. Okay, and I think I'm almost finished with that particular layer that I did. So there I have my first layer, and I think I might put a little bit more on the bottom here. I see a little piece on the bottom that might need some help. And this is so good on days when you just don't know what to do, and maybe you're a little upset or angry, and you need to rip something or punch something. It's just kind of nice to just rip some paper Sometimes we want to act like we don't have days where we're hurt or upset or disappointed in something. And there are days when Miss Vanessa is even disappointed with stuff. So I have to find other ways to work out my frustration and not always run to the refrigerator to get food. Sometimes it's just getting some paper and ripping it up. Now, all those little pieces that you saw me rip up there, I'm going to keep all those little pieces. So now you have your first layer there. So this is what I have. I'm going to show it to you. Okay. And so now you're going to put on your next layer and you're going to do the very same thing. I want you to go through your papers and find the papers that kind of speak to you. Right now I have these two pinks here.
Lovely.
And even the back sides of them, see? I can use the front and the back. So I'm just going to just get a little snippet of it. And you don't need a lot because you're going to rip this and tear it. Okay, I'm going to see if I have another little piece in here. Sometimes I like 2 and 3 and 4 pieces. So I see this little pink piece here. And I think I'm just going to use a teeny tiny bit right there. So these are the pieces that I'm going to use for this part here. And so I'm just going to take my fingers and rip this up too. And I probably don't need that much. And I love the sound of ripping paper. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, so there's my little pile. And if you have some darker papers in there, you can use some darker papers. But I'm just going to start with this. And I'm going to do the same thing. You're going to draw or sketch your little round circle, or I don't really want to call it a circle. It's like a mound. That's what I'm going to call it, a mound.
A mound with a sink in the middle.
A mound with a sink in the middle. Kind of like a clown's smile.
Oh, amazing.
Okay, and so I put that in there, and now I'm just going to begin to stick papers in there. That's all I'm going to do. And just pile up the papers the way they work for you. And this is so about you figuring out what works for you, not what works for everybody else. Now, I love cupcakes, so I'm looking forward to, after we have this class, to go get a cupcake with chocolate ice cream, because I love chocolate ice cream. I wish Miss Coy was here.
I wish I was there too.
And we get to have an awesome time together making our own little cupcake. Now you can tear big pieces, you can tear small pieces, you can tear whatever you want, whatever you like. And that's what I'm talking about. It's not about making other people happy when it comes to collage. Collage is really about what makes you feel good. There are some collage artists who are very methodical about how they put their work together, and that's them. And I see nothing wrong with it. But I see nothing wrong with me just wanting to tear paper and putting it where I think it belongs. So, and like I said, don't be afraid to put more glue on top. Put as much glue as you think you need. So you know what I did on my birthday this morning? I got up and I had breakfast. My husband bought me my favorite breakfast of pancakes. I love pancakes. And then I came in the office because I knew I would be with you all. And I started painting papers for cupcakes. So that's why I have the colors that I have. I love painting papers. It's one of my favorite things to do, is to paint paper. I could paint paper every day of the week. And I literally have piles of paper. Piles of it.
Every day.
Okay. So this is what I have for my second layer. You want to put your topping on. And so our toppings are going to be kind of a light color. And so I'm going to show you what I have. I have this paper. I have this little piece of paper here. I have this piece of paper here. Let's see what else I have. Ooh, I have that piece of paper. I got a bunch of them. Okay, and I don't want you all to feel bad. Well, I don't have the same papers you have, Miss Vanessa. Find the papers that make you happy. Whatever floats your boat, find your lost remote. Okay? So I'm just gonna cut little pieces of paper Just little snippets. You don't need too much at all, because now that top part is going to be smaller than the part you just put on. So I'm just cutting little tiny pieces of paper here. And I'm not even going to use that one. So this is for my topping. And so I'm just going to, again, use my fingers to cut up paper. I love, love, love the sound of paper being kind of cut up here. It makes me so happy. Get to sticking. Okay, so we're going to put down our glue. Oh, I'm sorry. So you make another one of those little banana circles on top or whatever.
Like a banana?
And start putting down your paper on top here.
So same thing, like a little shorter than the other one?
A little shorter than the other one.
Okay.
Okay, so do you see how this is coming together? I put all these different delicious papers on top, and that's why I keep telling you all, I don't throw away anything, because I really do love collage. Collage reminds me of people. We're not all the same. We don't all do the same things. We don't all like the same things. Yes. So I'm just putting all of these delicious little pieces down here. And like I said, sometimes what will make sense for somebody else will not make sense for you. You have to do what makes you feel good.
It's got to be you.
Yeah. I gotta be me. I've gotta be me.
Nobody else can be you but you.
Simple and free. Mm-hmm. I gotta be me. Okay, so now I have my little puff of cream here, and I may just kind of round it out just a little bit.
We're rounding, people. We're rounding. I see you round by just letting a little bit of the edge stick off.
Yeah, I sometimes like giving my fingers a little bit of glue on them, just so I can stick the paper down wherever I want to put it. So we are at the top of our cupcake, and I'm going to show it to you. There's my cupcake. So now we need our cherry on top. I'll be honest with you, I have some red paper here, but I think I just want to use this piece of paper right here. So I'm just going to cut a little teeny tiny piece. And this time I'm not going to do a ripping or tearing of it. I'm just cutting the shape. And this is the shape that I cut. And I'm just going to stick that right on top. Look how wonderful that goes.
Cherry.
So this is my little. Now you can have a blue strawberry, a purple strawberry, orange strawberry, striped strawberry, a checkered strawberry, a polka dot strawberry, whatever kind of strawberry you want on your.
I know how it goes now.
You can put that on there, okay? And then I found a couple of pieces of nice green paper. And I'm just kind of looking for a couple of sheets here. Oh, I found some. Look at the green paper I found. I found this. Yeah. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half, like this. And then I'm going to cut out two leaves. Here's one. And then I'm going to cut out a little small one. That one's big. I have these two little ones, so I think I'm going to just use the two little ones. I'll save the big one for something other. And so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of that one. And put it right up there. Oh, look at that. I'm so happy with this. I really am. Oh my goodness.
Are you hungry for a cupcake?
Yes, I'm hungry for a new one. Okay. So there's my top there. I'm going to show it to you all. Okay, and then I can draw a little stem Coming out. Okay, so we did the top of our cupcake. Now we're going to start doing the bottom. Are you ready? So what I want you to do is I want you to find some interesting papers that you like. And I have a few here that I like. So here's some yellow. This is a yellow piece that I have. And then when I turn the yellow over, I have this beautiful part right here. Look at that. And then I have this, and then I have this side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut a little snip of this paper, just like that. Watch me real close so you guys don't freak out and go, I can't do that. Watch me. I'm gonna cut that out, and then I'm gonna cut another piece. Now remember, this has two sides to it, right? It has that side and it has this side, right? Okay, and then I have that same awesome piece that I used for the top of the strawberry. I use another piece of that. I'm gonna use another piece of that. And so now I have these three pieces right here, okay? So I'm gonna put them all on top of each other like this, okay? You watching?
Are we watching?
Yep, I'm putting them all on top of each other.
You're watching, Miss Vanessa.
There you go. So it should be like this. And these all have different sides. They all have a different side to them. This, and then this, okay? And so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna cut like almost, it's not an arrow, but I'm just gonna cut long pieces. And you should be able to do it, you know, with the ones I have, I can do, here are my pieces, all cut. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of make a sharp little arrow here. So at the head, I'm gonna hold that right there so you can see it. So I'm gonna chop off one end and then chop off the other side. So it should look like this.
Everybody?
So it should look
Hold
like
it in one direction and flip it in the other almost.
yeah. And so they should look like this.
There you are.
So that's what it should look like. Okay.
We got you, Miss Vanessa.
Okay, and so you want to do that to all of them. So I want to do it again. So for those that didn't see, I'm going to chop down one side and then turn it and chop it down on the other side. Okay, so that's what you have. And then I'm going to do my last ones. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start gluing these down for my cupcake sides. Okay, and that's just going to make my cup holder. So I got one here, and then I think I want to put this one here.
Oh, I see. You just kind of pick them out.
Yeah, you just pick them out. Whatever floats your boat or finds your love. And so you know, if it doesn't stick at the bottom, I'm gonna just cut off the ones that didn't stick.
Cut off the ones that don't stick.
Yeah. And so this is how I'm doing this. This is no rhyme, no reason. Just putting down what makes my heart happy. And I got these two pieces here. I'm sorry, I had to bend down. Wait for a second. Okay. So you see, I'm just cutting off the bottom here of my cupcake, the pieces that didn't get stuck down. Okay, and my cupcake is finished.
How cool is that?
Voila! There we are. Voila! So I just go in and make sure that everything is stuck down properly. That's it. And so there's my little cupcake that I made. And there's the cupcake. And you all have done such a great job today. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want you all to go and have fun today. Go spend time with your family and your friends. And we will meet you all. We're going to be creating something else fabulously. Okay?
Now, if you like that video, make sure you hit the like button to help us grow the YouTube channel. And hit the subscribe button to make sure that you get notified for future videos. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.